All right, good morning. Um, I'm just going to go ahead and start because this webinar is scheduled for 30 minutes. And last night I was drafting everything that I wanted to cover. And let me tell you, it's going to be a jam-packed 30 minutes. I don't even know if I'm going to get a chance to breathe. And I'm already having trouble breathing because I'm dealing with like post sinus infection / allergy stuff going on. And all of this is just a mess right now. So I apologize in advance if for one, I'm nasally. And for two, if I need to like pause for a second and turn my camera and mic on so I can like blow my nose. Not even, I can't. Um, I did not want to postpone. So you don't see a video. Are you in the right place? Are you able to hear me? If you signed up for the passive income and finding your niche, you are in the right place. Let me type just in case you can't hear me. You don't see or hear anything either. Let me see. Okay. Had some technical difficulties there, to be expected. And plus I got nervous that it was me because I'm using a different laptop. My old trusty got broken. And so I'm using my office laptop, which is like my backup. And I don't really love this laptop. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just small and I don't know. It's puny. I like my big boy. But anyway, I'm going to continue because, like I said, I have a jam-packed 30 minutes for y'all, and I want to be able to get all of this out, and then I got to run and go drop off a placenta. So to make sure that I cover everything, and I give y'all all the tea that I can possibly give y'all in this 30 minutes. I have 3 pages of notes. I strongly dislike reading off of paper when I'm doing things, but there was no way I was going to remember all of this and not miss something. So I'm going to be reading off my paper from time to time, but I just want to give y'all the information. I don't know what's going on, why some of y'all can't see and hear, but some of you can. But I'm recording, so as soon as this is done, I will send it to you. I don't know what's going on with that. Some can, and since it's not everybody that can't hear me, I can't assume that it's audiovisual issues on my end. So I don't really know, but I can just hope and pray that it's not me, because I'm recording, and if I play this recording back and there's no sound, I might cry. Danny says, try going on a laptop instead of the phone if that's what you're using, because it fixed my issue. Glad to hear that, Danny. Okay, that might be what's going on for some people, which even still, that's weird. But anyway, I'm going to continue on, and the recording is going to go out as soon as possible. So that anybody who didn't get to hear can watch the playback. So welcome to the webinar, and thank you for registering. My name is Ashanti, for those of you who don't know me, and I've been a doula for a little bit over 8 years now. So the first few years, I would call it more like hobby work that I was doing. Granted, the work itself, it was definitely not a hobby. This was like what I knew I wanted to do, but it was a hobby in terms of like workload and, money that I was making. Clients were few and far in between, and I was still working my 9 to 5. And I want to just start out by saying that you can do doula work without passive income, but you absolutely have to charge your worth. That's going to be the key thing. The average person, let's just say, makes about $50,000 a year. And I know that can be, that's just like a national average. I'm going to tell you, we have like a good majority of people who would be considering themselves like working poor. They're making, 25 to 30,000 a year sometimes, on average. I know my mom was probably only making about $25,000 a year. So I decided to retire her from her job, and now she's my childcare provider, and I just pay her rather than her going to work. I pay her to just come to my house and watch the kids, because it wasn't worth it for her. So let's say the average person makes $50,000 though, right? If you're charging $2,000 a client and you're taking 3 clients a month, then cool, you're all set. And I say 3,000 because you want to account having some extra money, to pay your backups and, for other expenses that you have. But the issue here is that many doulas are not charging $2,000. Like I see a lot of doulas, and, it varies, of course, depending on where you live and things like that. But I see a lot of doulas that, the max average that I see is like $1,200. So most doulas are not charging $2,000. And a lot of doulas, especially if you're a newer doula, are not booking consistently 3 clients every month. Now, even if you're a great doula, like, I'm well established and everything else, but there's months that I don't have 3 clients every single month. The thing about running your own business is that no matter how much you promote and advertise, and people do see your stuff and whatever have you, you can never guarantee that people are going to book your service, buy your products. You can't force people. So you can't guarantee yourself 3 clients a month. And that's where passive income comes in as being important. but I'll get to that. This little breakdown also means, you're taking 3 clients every month to hit that $50,000 and have a little cushion, right? That means 3 clients every single month. That means you're never off call. No vacation, no break, no nothing. You have to take 3 clients per month at $2,000 each client consistently. January all the way down to December. No break. When do you have time to be off call and rest? Currently, I am on vacation. My last client gave birth at the end of April, and I am on vacation until November. I'm on vacation until November, and after November, I am not even entertaining the idea of taking any other client who's due any earlier than this time next year. And that's because I don't want to, and I've structured my business in a way that I don't have to, which is absolutely great. I love it. I love being able to just say, you know what, I don't want to take any clients right now. And I don't have to, because my other streams of income are taking care of that for me. Now, you may not want to set your business in a way that you have, so many streams of passive income that you are going to take this long of a break or whatever, but it's nice to have a little something to kind of cushion things. Maybe you want to fund a new project or service or something, and you need new materials and supplies, and you don't want to dip into your money that you make that goes to your bills and stuff. And you're like, man, I want to start this new project. I need like $1,500 to invest. Well, if you have a little stream of passive income, you could be making some little change on the side, right? So passive income allows you to fill in gaps and often make quick and easy money. It comes in handy when other parts of your business are going slow. Being on call and available all the time is tiring. I love passive income that allows me to make money in my sleep. I received a ticket with a QR code, but no link on how to get to the event. Tammy, you are at the event. This is the event, Tammy. Can you hear yet? Are you still having trouble hearing? Okay. Yay! I'm so glad. Okay, good. I'm still sending the recording either way. So whatever you missed out on prior to this moment, you're going to get the whole recording so that you can go back and rewatch. You can take notes, whatever have you. So don't worry. Sorry you were having some trouble, but I'm recording, so I'm going to send this out after the event is over. You'll get it in an email. I'm going to download the recording. I'm going to upload it to YouTube under unlisted, so only people with the link will have access. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to message you through my website, which may come as an email, and you'll have the link to go play it back. All right. So again, I like passive income that allows me to make money in my sleep. Now, if you know anything about me, you know that a lot of what I do outside of actually being at births and whatever else is trainings and courses and these wonderful webinars. Now, these webinars are great because, again, I like making money in my sleep. So I record these webinars and I do them live one time. I never repeat webinars because I'm not about that life. I'm not going to make more work for myself. I'm going to do the webinar one time. I'm going to record it and I'm going to upload it into the videos on my website. And guess what? People can now go watch that recording and they can pay for it. And I don't have to host the webinar again. Never again. It's a one and done. Now the money makes itself. Passive income, making money in my sleep. Courses, self-paced courses. Those, it just speaks for itself. Self-paced courses and videos, those have been like my top 2 earning income streams. They started off as things that were passive income for me, but now honestly, births are passive income. Births are things that I do when I feel like doing them. They bring me extra money when I'm like, yeah, let me just take a client out, I'll grab 2,000 real quick and just take a couple of clients here and there. But births are now the passive income for me because I found my niche. And we'll talk more about the niche in a little bit. But I can generate roughly about 125K a year, give or take a little bit. And 50%, sometimes more, depending on how the year goes, at least 50% of that is from my self-paced courses, trainings, mentorship, webinars, videos, whatever else. All of those things are things that you may be able to utilize for passive income. So you have courses and videos, webinars, mentoring. You can do things for clients or even for other professionals, childbirth education classes. We have a lot of doulas who are in training that look to be able to take childbirth education classes as part of their like requirement. And you can also offer them to parents in the community. You can do community events. So they can be pop-up events for birth workers, charge them a table for like, a vendor fee. You can charge for tickets for people to come in. So I host community baby showers from time to time. Those are free because I do them with my nonprofit, but you can host a paid community baby shower as long as you make it make it real nice. Charge vendor fees, get some other birth workers in there who want to promote and advertise their services, and not just birth workers, but people who have products and other things that may be of interest to the pregnant community or even just new parents, even if they've already had their baby a couple months ago. Get some good food, whatever else, have some great raffles, some giveaways, whatever have you, and you can charge a ticket fee for people to get in. Doing events is a great way to kind of make a little bit of extra money, especially during this time of year when it's nice outside. Go to vendor events. That's passive income. Sometimes you can set up a table. You might not make money up front, but you'll be able to give your information out and potentially, get some people coming in and taking advantage of the things that you have to offer. You can consider retail or wholesale. Now, those are 2 different things. Retail, you can, either buy products or you can make your own products or whatever, and then resell them. Or you can buy and make products and wholesale them, sell them in bulk to other birth workers. At one point, I used to sell those silicone Haakaa, milk catcher breast pump things. I was able to outsource. I don't know if you're familiar with like Alibaba. It's like overseas, like mostly Chinese imports. But they are legit. You just have to like vet your sellers a little bit, look at the reviews and things. But I've ordered from them quite a few times. I was able to buy each of those breast pumps for like, I want to say $2 a piece. And then I was reselling them for $15. Passive income. And once I sold out of them, I pretty much just was like done. It was something I made couple $1,000s. I think I bought like 300 of them. Made a couple $1,000s and then called it quits just because I just wanted to make some extra money. You can offer other services. So belly casting, that's something that doesn't have to be consistent. You can offer it when you can, when you feel like it. And you can even offer a service that would be like a mother blessing type of thing. And you can have a little package list and say, I would come in, do the decoration, get everything set up. We'd provide food. I'll do your belly casting, blah, 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 whatever. Those things are big, like, things like that people love. So You can do something like that. Sneak Peek. Sneak Peek was great for me while I had the time to do it. I got way too busy and I just stopped desiring to have people randomly book an appointment to come in my office. Now, you do need to have blood draw experience. And you want to make sure that depending on where you are, where you live, that doing something like that wouldn't be considered like practicing medicine without a license if you don't have like a phlebotomy technician license. But you can look into that. You may be able to offer Sneak Peek. I have phlebotomy training and I am a patient care technician. So I had people coming into my office and I was providing Sneak Peek. For those who are not familiar, Sneak Peek is the gender DNA testing. So they would come in and I would do a quick blood draw and they'd get their results by email within 24 to 48 hours. Now, it was about a 15-minute appointment slot. They would, come in, they'd sign the waiver, I'd draw their blood, they'd be out of there. That was it. That cost $275. $275, $70 of that, was it 70 or no? $90 went to the lab, which they take the money off of your card once they receive the blood sample and process it. So $275, they keep $90. So let's just round that up, right? And let's just say it's almost $100. Still, that's $175 that I was making in 15 minutes. Am I saying that right? Was it really $275? I think I might have priced that up a little bit too much. I'm not remembering correctly. It's been a while. I think it was $175. No, that can't be right. Either way, whatever. You get my point. I was getting some good coins very quickly for a 15-minute appointment. And my office is only 12 minutes away from my house. So sometimes if I wasn't even in the office for the day, I would let people just schedule an appointment and I'll tell my husband oh, I'm running to the office real quick to go do a blood draw. I'll be right back. And I'd be home within 30 to 45 minutes and easily make a quick, $100 and something. So it was really great. I got to pause because I need to blow my nose. The sinus thing is killing me and these allergies. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Keeping up so far, page 3. And this is where we're coming to the end. And we're going to talk a little bit more about finding your niche. So what is your niche? Your niche is finding something that you're really good at. Sometimes it takes doing a lot of things to find out what it is that you're good at, right? You have to try this, try that, see what you really like. So let's see. All right. Wanting to generate more income. That often leads to doulas and other birth workers wanting to take all the courses and do all the things. I'm guilty. I used to live that life in the past. I can't tell you the last time I signed up for a new training. And it's not because I know everything. It's because, listen, baby, no. Okay? Now, I have a lot of people that sign up for every single thing that I do, and I'm here for it. That's great. I'm not going to complain. But I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with gaining knowledge. It makes you a more well-rounded birth worker. However, please learn this. Just because you take a training or a course does not mean that you have to do that work. Let me say that again. Just because you take a training does not mean that you have to do that work. You take a childbirth educator class. You do not have to be a childbirth educator and offer childbirth education classes. You take a breastfeeding counselor course. You do not have to take private breastfeeding counselor clients. go in with the mindset of I'm continuing my education. I'm learning more to be a more well-rounded birth worker as far as my knowledge is concerned. I do not have to use this to make money. Now, me as an entrepreneur and somebody who I just do well with doing a lot of things and being busy. And I have this habit of wanting to turn everything that I do into a moneymaker. Like even just my hobbies and things at home. Like I was baking bread in my bread machine. I'm like, I love baking bread. This is great. This is amazing. Posted it on Facebook, like, oh, look at my bread that I made. And somebody was like, oh, are you selling that? And I was like, oh, I should sell that. And I started selling bread. And then the next thing you know, I had a cottage food license. And here I was selling bread. And I'm like, I'm a doula. Why am I slanging bread on the side? You know, I stopped selling the bread. Like if I have one good friend that still likes to get bread from me every so often. And when she asks, I'll make bread for her. But like, I no longer advertise that I have bread for sale. I have to stop this. Yes, I'm saying like everything that I do, once I find out that I'm good at it, I'm like, oh, I can make money off this. It's a problem. It really is. It's a problem. You know, it can be a good problem, but sometimes it's not a good problem. There are very few people who can do multiple things and do them all exceptionally well. It's a gift. It really is. And I say this in a very humble way. I think I'm one of those people. I have that ability to just do so many things and be really good at it. But it's also because I take my time to make sure that I'm good at it before I just go out there and do it. So like even when I started my new birth doula training, what I did was I offered it at a discounted rate and said, I'm only taking 5 or 10 people. I forgot how many people it was. And I want you to come in here and I want you to kind of skim through the course. And then I had them fill out a survey with feedback and, you know, took advice and made sure that all of the parts were moving the way that I wanted them to move before I officially launched it out to the public, charging people $600 for a training. That wasn't, you know, what I had hoped that it would be. So, you know, find what you enjoy. Find what you enjoy, 1 or 2 things, and do them well. You'll build your brand much better that way. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself losing steam because you made all of these investments financially, you know, mentally, emotionally, your time, all of that. You've made all of these investments and they're not bringing in the success that you wanted because you're trying to do too many things and you're not doing them all well because you have too many things going on. Slow it down. Take the trainings if you want, build that knowledge, but you don't need to, every time you take a new training, start offering this as a new service. You don't have to do that. Take those trainings. They'll help you find what you love too. I took placenta training and boom, now I'm the placenta lady. Like of all the other things that I do, my self-paced placenta training is my top earning offering out of everything that I do. Like that makes the most money every year out of everything. It never fails. Over the last, I want to say 2 to 3 years consistently, the self-paced doula training has made more money than anything else. And it's become something that is just kind of like, that's where it's at. Danny, another one of your clients hit me up yesterday too, by the way, for placenta service. She said she should be ready to sign and take care of everything by Friday. So shout out to Danny for all the placenta referrals. I think this is the 3rd person that has come to me in the last like 2-3 weeks or so. So shout out to you. But placenta is my thing. It's my thing. That's, you know, how people really recognize and know me. And now, you know, because I've created something and I've really focused really on that. Like I haven't lost sight of promoting that. And, you know, now I don't even really have to promote my placenta classes anymore. Other people promote it for me. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for all of the support that I have. You know, people look for placenta training and it'll be, you know, 2 days later and I'll see that, you know, 5, 10, 15 people have tagged me or my page and like, yeah, take this training. And people just come sign up. Like, you know, when you find 1 or 2 things to do and you do them exceptionally well, you build a name for yourself and you build your brand. Once you are able to do that, people will start to be able to say, wow, she's really great at what it is that she does. When she does something, she does it well. And because of that, I'm going to trust that almost anything else that she puts out there is going to be great. And that is how I have built my brand to be at a point where the things that were my passive income are now my primary income, because people have invested in the work that I've done really well. And now every time I put something out there, I have like a handful of people that they literally sign up for everything that I put out. I'm so grateful for y'all. I really am. And I'm saying this like upbeat, not because I'm like being cocky about it, but it excites me. It's so exciting to see the benefits and the growth of hard work that you do and doing something and doing it really, really well. It pays off. So if you have your hands in every single pot, it's just, not to say it's not going to work out, but it's less likely to work out the way that you want it to. Just because you have the ability to do something doesn't mean that it's always going to be that thing that's going to make you more money. So how do I get ideas about some of the things that I put out? I'm going to give y'all my little secret. I stalk Facebook. I stalk the Facebook groups. That's it. I stalk the Facebook groups. I look through the groups every so often and I take notes. I literally take notes. I take notes and I see, what are people always asking for? What do people want? What do people want? What are they asking for? Now take note of those things and say, do you have enough knowledge in that area to be able to help guide people with that question that they have or with what it is that they're seeking? If so, now you have a few options. You could host a webinar. People love webinars. Y'all are loving these webinars that I've been doing lately. And I've been doing them because guess what? I'm on vacation, staycation, whatever. I'm not at births. I have a lot more time on my hands right now. So I said, I'm going to do a couple quick webinars for the people. Give them what they need. Posted on my Facebook page. I did a poll. I said, here's 3 topics. What do y'all want? And y'all voted unanimously for this, for this webinar. Ask the people what they want. But what if somebody steals my idea after I ask about it? Listen, there's 8 million people out there doing the same thing anyway. What are you doing that is going to set it apart is the question. That's going to make it different. That's going to make it more valuable. That's going to make it more unique. That's what you have to focus on, because if you think about the fact that everybody's doing this, you're never going to get anywhere. Everybody and their mama's a doula. Everybody has a belly binding thing that they're doing. Everybody's doing this. And guess what? Not to say that I am the first or the only or the best or whatever, but I will say, when I started my self-paced placenta training, I started it because I could not find a training that offered what I needed, that catered to people who learn the way that I learn. Let me tell you, when I did my very first placenta ever, I was in my kitchen like this. Step 1, do this, that, and the other. And then I would put the paper down and then I would work on the placenta. Step 2, I did my first placenta reading off of a paper. There was no video instruction. There was no pictures, like nothing. That's why when I tell my students, I'm like, it's very hard for you to mess up a placenta. Like, I did it with no video instruction. My students have full video instruction, pictures, like content out the yin yang, all throughout the course and in the Facebook student group, like all of that. It's nearly impossible to mess up a placenta of your own fault. If you mess up a placenta, it's because like your dehydrator died and you didn't realize that it died and the placenta was out, or just it's something really serious. But with your own hands, like actually messing up a placenta is really hard. So after a couple years of doing placenta work, and I felt really confident that I knew what I was doing enough to teach other people how to do it. I said, I want to create a training that's like something that I did not have. Not only that, I could not find any placenta encapsulation training that was Black or Brown owned. I'm not saying this, don't quote me on it. I don't know for sure, but I'm just saying I did not see any. And I think I may be the first Black woman who started a placenta training and offered it the way that I offered it. I feel pretty confident about that. And once people started to see that there was somebody who looked like them, and a lot of the other doula groups that I'm in, they started to say, oh, I want to take this. This is interesting. Yeah. And they started signing up. And now let me tell you, 4 years later, I see a whole bunch of people with placenta courses, some even who took my course a couple years ago. And that has inspired them to go and create a training of their own. Do I feel some type of way? No. Everybody can eat. There's enough to go around. And guess what? I've already built that name for myself. I've built my brand in a way that I don't really see competition. People will still come to me and take my training because I'm great at what I do. Not to say that other people who have placenta trainings are not great at what they do, but I'm confident in what it is that I do, that I'm not worried about potentially losing people who are, looking for placenta training. When people tag me in group posts and there are other people commenting with their placenta trainings, I don't try to outsell them. I say, oh, check out my training. You can find it here. If you have any questions, message me. And between me just putting that and then a lot of people tagging me, and then they can go into groups and search and see my name pulled up anywhere, a good majority of the time they come to me. I've seen other people say that they have a sale, and I'm like, I post and I'm like, oh, they're probably not going to come to take my course because it's not on sale and these other people have sales going on. They still come and get the course even though it's not on sale. So placenta has become my thing. And although I do a lot of other things exceptionally well, that's one of my main things that is mine, that I have built up for myself and my brand, that I continue to do really, really well. And that's what helps make me the money that I desire to make every year. So in closing, pick a couple of things. Try some things out first. Yeah, because, but if you already in your head and your heart know that there's something that you really enjoy that's a part of birth work or, whatever, try it out. Test it out. The breast milk jewelry has been a new thing. That's been great. Like, try some different things, but just remember that in investing in those things and trying those things does not mean that you have to sell it or offer it. Pick a couple of things that you're really good at, do them really well, and you will see things continue to grow. And marketing goes hand in hand with this too. Step up your marketing game. People lose hope too fast. You sign up for something, you take it, you get a certificate, and then you promote it for like 2 weeks and you're like, oh, nobody's signing up. Calm down. A lot of people's passive income and their primary income are failing because they give up too quickly. This is not easy. Entrepreneurship is not for the weak. It's hard. It's really hard. You have to work yourself from the ground up. I have not always been in the position that I'm in now where, people are just finding me and signing up for stuff. And, people are booking me without even ever talking to me on the phone. I want to say at this point, whether it be for placenta services or even birth doula services, a lot of people at this point are booking me strictly from talking to me on text or email, not even a phone call, because I've put myself out there for so long and I've been doing the work for so long. I've built up a reputation for so long that now people trust in what I'm offering. It takes a long time. My business wasn't really fruitful and truly successful until about halfway in. So like 4 years it took me. And that's because I was still balancing working that 9 to 5 and trying to do this and get out of working that 9 to 5 and making this work my career, my primary and only work. It takes time. So you have to really just be committed and dedicated and know that it doesn't always come easy, but just keep doing it. If you love it, keep doing it. Because if you really love it, you're never going to be able to walk away from it. And if you're never going to be able to walk away from it, then you might as well go all in and just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. If you think nobody's watching, think again. People are watching. I've had people who have been subscribed to my website for like 2 years and they're just now signing up for courses. And they're like, I've been following for the longest time and I just wasn't in the right position in my life to be able to take the class, whether it was I was raising babies, I was working this job that I hated, I didn't have the money, went through a bunch of different life changes, whatever else. It was just never the right time. 2 years later, here I am. It's finally the right time. People are watching. People are watching. So just keep doing it. Just keep doing it and get creative. Get creative. Think outside the box. And it's okay to look at what other people are doing and try to do something similar and remix it. Make it your own. That's what's most important. There's 80 brands of bread in the bread aisle. And if 10 people are in the bread aisle, half of those people are going to pick, Wonder Bread. And then 3 of those other 5 people are going to pick Betty Crocker. One person's going to pick another one and one person's going to pick another one. Why? Because everybody has a different need. Some people will follow just because it's the big brand. And some people will really look into what makes this bread. What's in this bread that makes it different from the big brand? It's something for everybody. So bring you to the table more than your products, your services, your offerings. Bring your authentic self, bring your knowledge and your confidence that you know what you're doing, and the stuff will sell. The stuff will sell. So that's all I have for y'all. I could ramble on and on, but I'm not going to. I already went a little bit over time, but that's because we had some hiccups in the beginning with some audio visual stuff. But I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope that you took away a lot from this and, that it was helpful, that it was inspiring, that it was encouraging, and go out there and go kill it. Go crush some stuff. Go sign up for some stuff. Go try some new stuff. I don't know. But I have some new stuff that's coming in the next couple months. So I don't know. A few different things. And I would love your feedback. If you want another webinar, you want me to discuss something else that you've been struggling with or whatever, feel free to let me know, because I don't have any other webinars scheduled and I'm already planning what are some other webinars, what do people want to know. So yeah, thank you for joining and for listening. I'm going to send out this recording as soon as I can. It may end up being a little bit later because I'm already running over my time and I need to get out of here so I can go deliver this placenta package. So I may not send the recording immediately after I get off of here, but I will send it before the day is over. So those of you who couldn't hear in the very beginning, don't worry, I will send it. So enjoy your week ahead. Everybody be fruitful, be successful. Thank you.